my beautiful people, welcome and welcome back to Car Talks YouTube channel. My name is WAIRIMA GICHUKI and this is definitely #1 car YouTube channel where we discuss verified and candid information about cars and everything about cars. So if you haven't subscribed, kindly hit that subscribe button and hit the Car Talkative channel. Yes, today we are going to discuss about BMW 523i, but before then we need to look at Alto Suzuki 800. As we're talking about this specific Suzuki Alto 800, this is a 2018 model and it has 796cc. This is a car which is very effective, and especially if you want to work with it in the taxi business, you cannot assume it because this car is very efficient in terms of fuel, in terms of consumption, and let me tell you guys, you'll cover 24 kilometers for just 1 liter, and the power is not so much high because it has only 50 horsepower. But let me tell you, this car, you will come to love it. You cannot assume it, especially if you're doing your taxi business, because you will get that the consumption is very good, the maintenance is very okay. You cannot assume this car. Honestly, you cannot. It has very convenient anti-lock braking system, and also it has airbags. So if you are thinking about your safety, it is relatively safe. Due to the low horsepower, this car will not be able to accelerate as fast as some people want to. Kuna wenye wanapenda kukanyanga gari vibaya sana. But for this one, if you do that, inaweza kurusha kwa shimo. Because it has 50 horsepower, that means ata acceleration is not that high. Between 0 to 100 kilometers, this car will take around 20 seconds. That means if you need to accelerate, you will need to do ufanye hesabu zako vizuri ndio usifanye kitu mbaya. And also it's not very stable when on very high speed. That means it's a city car and you will need to use either low or moderate speed. When it comes to ground clearance, the car is a bit low, so that means ukienda kwa bumps, mainly because Kenha, Kera, Kura, because we need to talk about this, because if you have such kind of a car, lazima shinda ukinyonga gari. So yeah, the ground clearance is not so good because it's just 5 inches from the ground. The current market price for this car, especially for this 2018 model, it is approximately 775,000. But for this one, you're going to give you at 400,000, which is slightly negotiable. If you really want this car, kindly hit our inbox at cartalkske@gmail.com. And before we continue, before we talk about BMW 523i, let me just recognize this one person who does my shooting, who does my videos, and also the editing. I know you love it, right? Let's just check him out on Stick Pictures on all social platforms. Kudos to this guy, he does a very good job. So if you need any kind of photography, any kind of videos, please check him out. He will do for you a very, very good job. And my guys, let's talk about BMW 523i. A very luxury sedan, or you can call it a saloon car. It's also considered as a sports car because it has a long wheelbase, and also it uses the rear wheel drive. If you just move around with a BMW, even without telling her to be your wife, it's already written, "Be my wife." Just to add on top of that, this is a car that will give you that silky performance vibes that no other rival can match. None of them can. This is a 2012 model which has an engine of 2.3 liters and It's a twin turbocharged with 6 cylinders. The engine produces a horsepower of 204 and a torque of 250 Newton meters. This is a petrol engine and it consumes an average of 10 liters for every 100 kilometers. And also, let me just tell you about the capacity of the tank. It's just 70 liters, so you can do the math. It has an automatic gearbox which has 8 gears, and also you can shift it from automatic to manual by just turning it to the left side. If you have to drive, there is no way you can do away with this BMW 523i or even a BMW. Yani this range of cars, they're just the best. Let's talk about infotainment in this car. Infotainment, for the rest of us who don't know, ni hii mahali watu aka ka box kenye kanakupatia a lot of information, whether about the technical issues on your car. It will give you, if you want to connect your radio, if you want to connect your phone, all those stuff. That's the part we are talking about, the infotainment. So in this car, hautahitaji kuenda ukishikwa na makarao juu ya simu. You just need to connect your phone and talk. Actually, for the phone, it's very clear, and like other cars, it's very clear. So amtashinda mkiambiana pole sikuski, mtasikizana vizuri. And then about the radio, very nice. You can actually, the radio and also the speakers, you don't need to add more hizo mavitu watu wanaongeza huko kwa boot. You don't need to, because the car, yani the sound is very clear, and you just need to add the bass, the inaitwa trem, whatever. Yes, you just need to add it hapo tu kwa infotainment. And also, this car is a very clever car because it will tell you everything about your car. Whatever, if you have a problem with your engine, if you have a problem with your tires, it will definitely let you know. I cannot forget to tell you that this is a very comfortable car, especially for the driver. And the good thing is that you have different modes of driving. This means that you can change from soft to moderate and even to a very high speed. This is because it has 3 modes of driving. That is the Eco Pro, whereby if you love speed, this is a very boring kind of driving mode that you can use, because in this mode, this car tells the computer that you need to slow down, and also you need to use you need to be very fuel efficient. So that means if you want to save on fuel, this is your best mode. Number 2, there is the comfort mode. This comfort mode means that you can really enjoy driving, but not so much. It has moderate speed and very good, especially when you're traveling around the city. And number 3, you have sporty mode. For sporty mode, this is when anytime yenye unataka kupita kina masubaru huko kwa barabara, and you just do it quietly and calmly. Yeah, you get it? If you know, you know. Yes, that's the mode that you have to use. But be aware of your fuel, because itakunywa kukunywa. And let's talk about safety in this car. Honestly, this car has been rated 5/5. That means it's very highly rated, especially when it comes to safety. As you can see, the seats have a leather finish and they are very comfortable, especially for the 4 people, especially the driver, the co-driver, and the 2 people sitting behind. But the person who sits in the middle may have tashwishi kidogo, especially if you're going for long distance because of the transmission tunnel. As I said earlier, this is a rear wheel drive car. That means kuna hiyo tunnel yenye imepita hapo katikati and they may not be very comfortable. Overall, I can recommend this car as a 9/10. Yani hata hiyo one sijui nimeipoteza wapi. But this car is very beautiful from outside and even inside. And also, I cannot forget about the boot. Yani tutabebea mandizi wapi? Yes, the boot is very spacious na itatoshea vitu. This car has very spacious head and also legroom. Yani hata ukiwa mrefu aje, sijui utakuwa mrefu aje ndio usikuwa comfortable. Just like I told you when we were discussing BMW X5 earlier, is that BMWs have this soundproof list that protects you from a noise from outside the car as well as the sound from your engines. That means kelele hampatani nayo. So the mileage of this car is approximately 123 kilometers and the price is just 1,251,000 Kenya shillings. And kindly, if you want this car, just hit our inbox on cartalkske@gmail.com for more information. Please, if you want to connect with us on a personal platform, it is WAIRIMA GICHUKI on all social platforms. And guys, thank you so much for supporting my content. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you haven't, kindly hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that anytime we upload a new video, you'll be the first one to watch our video. Thank you so much. Bye guys, and see you on the next one.